by giving them unlimited amounts of tiny bread-like wafers. The Hebrews called these manna, which means, what is it? Or literally, what's it?
Now in all Egypt, where Pharaoh was king, a fellow named Mo did a wonderful thing. There were Hebrews and Shebrews all over the place, not but a frown on Pharaoh's face. So he did some upsetting to stop all their smiles, but they just kept beginning. They stretched out for miles. Then Mo said, "Hey Pharaoh, you're leaving rotten. What God's gonna do, well, it won't be forgotten."
Sure enough, God got angry and took them away. Then Pharaoh got mad too and yelled, "Ogla, hey," which was Egyptian for "I'm gonna hurt you so bad, you'll wish you were one kid your mom never had." Because that's the way Egyptians and most people get. When they don't get their way, they don't like it a bit.
Now Mo was so mad that he followed them all, little ones, big ones, short types, and tall. Then he backed them all up at the sea that was red and said, "Now you wish that you really were dead." But Mo took his big stick and raising it high, said God now would be a great time to drop by. And God, who was there all along anyway, picked up that old sea and just threw it away.
Then Pharaoh said, "Go soldiers, go on and get them." And the soldiers they tried, but the sea up and dead them. Then the Hebrews and Shebrews of Israel said God was the best God they ever did see. They partied and stayed up till way past 8, celebrating their save from the Pharaoh's fate.
But before very long, they got thirsty and cranky and started to grumble, especially one guy named Spanky. And the people got hungry. In fact, they were starved. They were dreaming of roasted quail, perfectly carved, and freshly baked bread right off the shelf, and hoping Jehovah would bake it himself. Sure enough, when the night came, a Hebrew named Ralph was struck in the mouth by a quail flying south. Then one after one, they came flying in. Soon quails were in stew pots and frying in tins.
And the next morning, out at the edge of the town, a Hebrew named Morgan was hanging around. And when he spotted a goldish pinkish white disc, he decided to eat it despite the slight risk. It was just like a little sweet edible flake, and he ran to the couch shouting, "Hey, this is great. I've discovered the wonderfulest food in existence. It'll feed us forever. It'll be our subsistence."
Now, despite the big words that Morgan had used, he was instantly, nastily, verbally abused. "You're a fool," they all shouted, "that one little speck. Can't feed all these folks? What the heck? But Mo said, "Hey, great folks, he's right, look around. There's millions of what's it all over the ground."
Then the people said, "Huh? What you know? And he's right. They must have arrived while we slept in the night. There were whatsits in every cranny and nook, for those who were willing to just take a look. There were whatsits in every place they could think, on their heads, in their beds, in their porcelain sinks."
So the Hebrews and Shebrews said, "Oh, how he loves us, to shower such blessings upon and above us. And now we've no doubt, so it's not like it was, for we finally have faith in the things that God does." But the whatsits went bad every time. There were more than the people could finish the evening before. Next morning, that delicate flavor went south and turned monstrously monkish inside of their mouths. They were no longer goldish, pinkish, and white, but a sick shade of green that looked grown into flight.
They said, "God, sir, we don't like turnip, but we really don't like green whatsits and quail. We said that we trust in all things that you do, but we must tell you this time you failed to come through, because that's the way the Hebrews and all the people think. When they can't have their way, they think it just stinks."
But what you set forward in comments can be some way. I think maybe we failed to see that the thing we should really have placed our faith in is not what God does, but well simply in Him. Then the people said more than, "Hey, what the heck? You're the guy who discovered the first little speck, and now you say what matters most from the start isn't found on the ground, but it's found in our hearts." Then Mo hollered, "Bingo, you figured it out. Now the real test will come when you conquer your doubts. And trust when you can't see what's happening next, just because, well, it's God and He always knows best. Because you'll never find anything good on the shelf till you learn to look past to the Father Himself."
After 40 more years, Lord Caleb Waddell finally came to the kingdom of Israel, and he said when he crossed with the throne on that day, the best part was trusting God all the way.
who trespass against us. And lead